Hello everybody and welcome to the Christmas calendar with Captain Future. Today I'm going to talk about journaling. How many of you can honestly say that you do journaling every day? Well, not me, almost every day. What is journaling then? Journaling is the process of putting words to your thoughts. And you can do that in several ways. The classical way is the way Leonardo Da Vinci does it. If you know something about him, you know that he wrote 13,000 papers uh, during his lifetime, all once a day approximately, uh, writing down all he had thought of and invented and come up with that on that day, in words and pictures and everything. Uh, and the modern way to do it is usually using a computer. You write down your thoughts in either a journal that is private to you or a blog that is public, that you publish in some way. That's the difference, private or public journaling there. But there are also new ways to do it. You can do it with, like I do here, sort of, video blogging. You do it by talking into a camera in some sort. You can do live with Facebook Live now, but usually it has been filming like I do here and then publish on Facebook and YouTube and such in a movie. And then you talk and analyze your thoughts for the day in some way, form, or talk about concepts of things and new stuff you come up with, or old stuff that you want to revisit and remember and analyze again. And also the kind that I've been doing for I think 4 years now is audio blogging. You do it just like this, but without the picture. You use the voice memo recorder or something like that. There are apps like Audioblog and such in your smartphone. You just talk, and then you don't have to need a picture. And my way of doing it is usually being I have a dog, and in the night when I walk outside, I taken up the habit to record my thoughts for the day in a audio blog, and usually if it's good, I publish it on SoundCloud, audio publishing site. It's not really a podcast because it's just on SoundCloud. It's not there's not an RSS feed and in iTunes and all that, but only on a service like SoundCloud, Boom and that sort. And if it's bad, I don't publish it at all. And when I go to events and big happenings and like Almedal and all such, then I really do this because I want to analyze all my thoughts for the day. First I usually go through my notes, and I write down notes during the day, and then I talk about the key points, the key takeaways from that. So either walking outside or sitting at home afterwards in front of my notes. That's a good way. And there's of course the old-fashioned way, Leonardo way, writing on paper. That's still very valid. And during the day, wherever you are, if you're an event or a work at home or something, and force stay up, bring up pen and paper and your block notebook, and write down your thoughts, keywords, or whole sentences, wherever your favorite style. I've been doing this for a while, and I can show you my thoughts here. I usually do all kinds of color when I do this now, because I realized when I do monochrome thoughts, they don't stick. I can't read it afterwards. It's just a big page of monochrome blur. But when I do everything in lots of different colors, that's just for me. I can really revisit it, and I draw small pictures, and I use different fonts and such, and then it's much easier to remember and revisit my thoughts for that day in that way, shape or form. So I recommend I've been experimenting with all these forms, traditional blogging, audio blogging, video blogging like this, and then I actually went and started a real podcast this spring called Framtidspodden, the Future Pod. If you haven't listened to it, you should. But I'm going to publish an episode now with Mikael Kasanovic that I finished last night. And that's a pod is where I interview people face to face and talk about interesting subjects. My pod is about how we create the future, but there are lots of different pods out there. So start listening to pods if you don't. Pod is one of the best way to spend when you do washing or dishing or cooking or shopping for food or on your way to the gym or work. You just have the habit of not always, but sometimes it's good to be alone sometimes, but often listen to a podcast or an audiobook and elevate your mind, because books and pods are the way best form to elevate our mind, become smarter and wiser, and build a better society. So that's my thoughts about that. So have that habit. Do your experiment with this every day. Write your journal on a paper, on your computer. Do audio blogging, do video blogging. And please share with me, do you have an audio blog format or something? Share or force an experiment about this. Please share how you blog and journal every day. And keep on journaling and analyze those thoughts inside. Put words to your thoughts, because it's the only way you can keep your thoughts. Otherwise, they're gone forever. No, not just kidding. But there's fairly much science showing that if you don't put words to your thoughts, you don't develop your thoughts in any way, shape, or form. And talk about them, write about them, and have them go do conversation with other people. We've been doing some Google Hangouts. We haven't done it for some time now, but once a week you do Google Hangout with your friends, and you analyze the week, and you force around that. So that's another way of do communal journaling. Or the fika here in Sweden have been the traditional way to talk about subjects for hundreds of years, and do a fika with someone at lunch and talk about interesting subjects, and not just downloading what's going on in your life, but actually try to come up with novel thoughts and such. So that's all for me, Captain Future, today about journaling. And please stay tuned for my podcast, Framtidspodden, and everything else. And please interact with me in way, shape, or form. Bye, everybody!